It was a little loud.
Watercooler. Watercooler.
Hello and welcome to Watercooler, episode number 266, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 59. Oh, snap. Wow. We're going to get to times 4 in just 10 more episodes here.
Can't wait.
Wild times. You know how the show goes. I, Chris Laxamana, kick with my cruel digital buds, Philly style. With me today, everybody's favorite glow-up king, Caelan Biehn.
What's going on?
Hi, Caelan.
Hi.
He's behind the booth for those watching on YouTube. Gary Smith's here.
So what's up?
Wait, what's up, Gary? Caelan's behind the booth because I have COVID-riddled hands.
Yep.
Well, it's like a whole body. Yeah, you just made food with your hands, that's all.
I made meatballs last night. And I said, Caelan, slaved all day yesterday over these meatballs. Old family recipe, my grandmother's recipe. Would you like to have a meatball? And he's like, with those COVID-riddled hands you made them with? Spit in my face.
You know, if you cook things, it will kill any...
I don't trust it.
I did. I said, Caelan, I cooked it all.
It's just science.
I don't trust it.
I cooked all the COVID out, and you still were not having it.
Here's the thing, though. You cooked all the... I see both sides, because you cooked all the COVID out, but then you pulled it out of the oven with your COVID-riddled hand.
That's true.
So, you know, I can see both arguments.
I'm not mad. I mean, my feelings are hurt, but I understand why. Matt Fondiler's here.
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother. And, of course, Mike Dawson.
I can't believe your understanding of that. The whole thing, it's ridiculous that he wouldn't eat a meatball because of COVID. Hi, how are you?
Hey, a doctor pulled Caelan in a similar way where Happy Gilmore pulled that kid up to his face in what did he say to the kid?
Billy Madison?
Yeah, Billy Madison.
She said, cherish it.
Yeah.
You cherish it for as long as you can.
Dr. Drew pulls Caelan by the collar. He's like talking about his life. Cherish life as long as you can, because if you catch COVID, you will die.
Yeah.
And Caelan
said that multiple times.
Caelan has been acting as if. So I understand. I understand. So anyway, we got a lot of great show. Caelan, now he teased it on the Patreon episode that he would be flicking Cobra Kai. So first thing I do when I see him today was, what'd you think of Cobra Kai? Because I finished it. I binged the F out of it when I was in Florida over the weekend. And Caelan said, I didn't watch any Cobra Kai. I just watched a bunch of movies.
Yep.
So we'll have a movie
Kicking
today.
it again.
Yeah. He likes to tease. He's about the tease.
It was great because I asked him what movies, and he kind of rattled off a few of them. And then as he was walking away, he muttered, I got flicking for weeks.
He's ready to go.
I feel like a new question we can ask Caelan. Say, Caelan, are you kicking it or are you flicking it?
Oh. I like that. I like how we were all on board.
You
yeah.
guys are very impressed with that. That's what I was laughing at.
That's what we'll do.
You were very impressed.
That's what we'll do.
Just come to me.
Of course.
It's like Corolla says, once the wheels are turning, man, it's just easier.
We should do that. I love that. And of course, Matt has a Shay as well. Are we revisiting the Super Bowl today?
Well, I don't know if we're revisiting. We're visiting the Final Four.
Oh.
We made it.
Oh, my God.
We finally made it.
Hearts will be broken.
Yep.
Because this is...
How come we don't have a soupy name for the Final Four?
I tried throwing out the 4 oyster crackers. Didn't really.
Frothy Four? No.
Frothy 4
Doesn't
sound
work.
right.
Yeah, I don't like anything frothy.
It could be, I don't know. Just frothy, good beer, a draft beer.
Yeah, but I just don't
frothy.
I don't prefer the froth.
Yeah,
okay,
Sure, but I don't know.
There's way better ways to describe good beer than this says.
But there is no. That's true.
Mad froth.
That's true. But there's no other word for frothy than frothy.
You're right.
It's true.
It's just not. It's not appealing to me.
No.
Sure, I get it.
Yeah, I don't really care
It's
for
because
froth.
It's because Adam does Tommy John commercials and he talks about working up a thick froth.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
help.
And what is Larry Miller's drop? Like frothy mug of donkey jizz or something like that.
yeah.
Yep. It was something
we haven't
like
played
that.
that one in a while.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So froth just doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mean as much.
I
the same
understand.
way, I guess.
And I think me understanding this is more reasonable than you understanding Caelan not eating a meatball because he's afraid of COVID.
Caelan, just have my meatball, man.
I will eventually.
Get that drop.
And it's not my grandmother's recipe. I just learned her recipe yesterday. I was just really proud of it.
Oh, I no longer want to try them.
If you guys want a meatball, help yourself. Let's see. We got some listener comments. I also went to Florida over the weekend. Why don't we just get into that real quick? So
Yeah, how was it?
it was.
Tropical paradise?
It was. We're in Naples, which I mean, frankly, I've never heard of anything about Naples before going.
Napoli.
Naples, Florida is it's like a beach town mixed with Beverly Hills. The population there, the people living there are very I would say they're pretty wealthy for the most part and older. So it's an older crowd there. And it was kind of like being put into a time machine again. I just get on this plane. And we head over to Naples, and yeah, places were open. People are enjoying themselves, and it's like, oh, this is weird. So it was
Was it a constant, like, were they still operating with some guidelines? Or
masks were
were around?
Yeah, we're around. And everywhere, like, at signs like, please wear a mask upon entering, everything like that. So they're still...
But other than that, it's just kind of game on.
Yeah, but it's still, like, places are open. I could walk into anywhere I want, sit wherever I want.
I wonder how many of our listeners really understand how bad it is here and, like, how locked down it is.
Yeah.
It's just, that's very weird.
Yeah.
We have nothing to look forward to, ever.
Yeah, it's odd. So that was pretty interesting. But I told Caelan he's going to like this move. I wasn't planning on leaving my hotel room other than when I had to for work or if Adam wanted to get lunch or something, which I did. Plus, like where we were staying, there wasn't really a ton around to walk around to anyway. So I thought, okay, what should I do to keep myself busy during the downtime? So into my carry-on, I smuggled a PS4.
Wow.
Caelan, he likes this. Caelan likes this. I put in a PS4 into my duffel bag. By the way, kind of heavy when you're carrying it everywhere. Oh, yeah. In your bag, but it's fine. And, one controller, one headset. Praying to God that we had good internet at this hotel, which we did. And I just gamed. I spent a week. I had a weekend of gaming. A little gaming weekend.
Nice.
What'd you play?
This game called Rogue Company, which Caelan, have you heard of this?
I have heard of it.
It's a good game. You should try to play it.
I will one of these days.
I've been on this train.
We've
for a
all
while.
heard about it.
You will hear about it. I just found out it's in beta mode, so I'm kind of a pioneer.
So
I like
Chris,
that move.
trailblazer.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pioneer.
So
Yeah.
Chris, it's only right that you give out your gamer tag.
No, I'm good. It's Sour
That's your
Shoes.
gamer tag? Is Nom
867-5309. Yeah, it was fun, and it was cool because I play with my friends from back home. And since I'm 3 hours ahead, I get back from the podcast and the comedy show at like 12:30. They're just getting on, so I was gaming with them till like 4.
That's the thing about invisible friends. They just show up whenever you need them to.
I swear they're real, Matt. Gosh.
What are their gamer tag names?
You know
You
what?
could give out theirs.
I will tell you this.
Fake
I won't.
friend
I won't give their
22.
gamer tag. I swear they're real, but they're all in a clan with
Come on.
Okay,
They're
no.
They're
Come on.
in the clan.
No,
Nope.
a
They're-
group. Caelan, do we not call them clans anymore?
Stop saying
it.
clan. Jesus, we've talked about
No,
this.
In
Caelan.
Call of Duty, they're called regiments.
Thank you.
That's much better.
You're signing up for.
Well, I haven't gamed in years, so back when I used to game, we called them clans.
Well, we've
Yeah,
come
back
along,
in my
we've come
day,
a
we
long
get
way,
it.
Yeah.
Chris.
We get it, racist.
Stuck in your ways.
We call gamers that join a group regiments now. I guess they're all in a regiment, and they all have the regiment 69, which is kind of fun. So it's appropriate for this show. But yeah, had a good time gaming, and I got super hungry one night, and they didn't have all the. Of course, it was so late that everything around was closed, and nothing was really a walkable distance from the hotel. So I went downstairs and got that. It's not refrigerated, but it's a tuna salad with crackers that just comes with crackers.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, and I thought it was delightful. So had a nice night of gaming and tuna salad.
Wow.
When I was in Naples, Florida.
Is there any time you looked in the mirror and just thought, this is my life right now? Does it get any better than this?
It's the pinnacle.
Whenever the screen would go black, it was just my reflection of me in a bathrobe. Just
A little bit of tuna.
Tuna salad all over my face. Like,
Ooh, the
oh,
bathrobe. Does that mean the hotel room
This
had
is-
free
This
bathrobes?
is what it is. Matt, I'm all about the robe life, my friend.
Did you pack your robe?
No, I never pack a robe. But they always have robes at hotels.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm always happy to put them on. There was a piece of hair on one of the towels.
Ugh.
I didn't care.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's probably the mids.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, other than that, great trip. Thanks to all the Boba Boys that came out. So yeah, we still got Boba Boys in Florida too. So, I do have a question though, and I want to get your guys' take on this, because for some reason it's universally frowned upon, at least from what I've seen, and it's something that doesn't really bother me. So when we were flying home, by the way, empty flight home. We took a direct flight. August, me and Adam took a direct flight home, and nobody on the flight. There was like 20 people altogether. I had a row all to myself, 2 rows in front of me, 2 rows behind me.
Did you still have to wear a mask?
It was sweet. I did.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? And I didn't tell Adam this because I just didn't want the podcast to be about this for the next 5 days, is the people 2 rows in front of me turned their light on, and then the person came over, and they went, that guy over there is not wearing a mask.
What?
And like 3, I might tell Adam about this because it would piss him off. But yeah, I remember seeing that. Like, they turned the light on so the stewardess can come go, oh, what's going on? Oh, the people in the over there, like 5 rows in front of us, they took their mask off. And the person had to go. It's like, hey, you got to put your mask on.
That is insane.
Is the question, would you ever use that button? And the answer is absolutely not. COVID or not, I would not use the stewardess call button. It makes me feel so uncomfortable.
I think I've done it when I want a little something to drink.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
never used the stewardess call button?
I don't think so. It's possible I have, and if I have, Matt's scenario is the one that I can imagine. Like, I'm in the middle and I don't want to disturb somebody else. But, like, I don't know. That just seems like such an inconvenience to somebody who's already doing such a hard job. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to fucking, yeah.
So
I usually just say, keep them coming.
yeah.
Keep them coming.
Keep an eye on me.
Yeah.
Because
They're like, sir, we're already watching you.
This.
Dawson,
Yeah.
you seem like a kind of guy that has sat at a bar and you ordered a whiskey and the guy put the bottle of whiskey in the glass in front of you and just charged you based off of how much whiskey was left. Because that's one of my dreams, is to have that happen to me.
That's pretty baller.
I like that, but no, that's never happened to me.
Because that seems like an old school thing.
Yeah,
like,
I'd like that to happen. One
yeah,
day.
just you're in charge of it. And I'll look at the
You
bottle.
see that
after
in
you're done.
movies, all the
Yeah.
westerns, all the time, and you're like, man, that's some trust right there.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah. That guy's there to drink.
Let's open a bar and let's just give the patrons the bottles. What could go wrong?
That's not going to work.
Well, anyway, what I was going to say is there's a lot of turbulence on the way home.
Okay.
And to the point where I had to take out my headphones because it was kind of getting a little scary. But, you know, for the most part, you're thinking it's fine. It's just turbulence. It happens to every flight. But now, as we're landing, I'm thinking, are we going to get any clappers? Because for some reason, everybody hates when people clap on the landings. Now, when I was a kid growing up, people would clap, and I loved it. I was like, oh, that's really nice. They're clapping for the pirate.
You said most
They're
people disapprove of it, not
Yeah.
the telling on people of masks.
No, everybody
Okay, I
disapproves
get
of
it.
that.
Okay, all
But
right.
the clapping on planes, are we okay with it? Why do we not like it?
We don't like it.
Why not?
Because shut the fuck up and get off the goddamn plane.
It's not supposed to be a theatrical experience.
Exactly.
We didn't lose ourselves in the whimsy and beauty of the last 5.5 hours.
And you're not the fucking Wright brothers.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
You know?
Matt,
You
just
didn't even go outside and spin the propeller.
You didn't even. The whole thing is autopilot. The whole fight lands on its own. You just sit there and watch shit.
So is it not a majestic thing knowing that you just walked into this metal tube
Now,
and you just like a doormat, you're transported to another place.
Yeah.
But via the air, via the sky. And then you land safely in a which I mean you're just traveling at how many miles an hour?
550.
550 miles an hour.
Right, but
through
here's-
the sky.
The reason that you're applauding in these instances, though, is that you thought you were going to die and you didn't, and so you're relieved, and now you're clapping. And I'm
That
saying
is a
I
pretty
don't
good
want,
reason to clap.
I don't want that to be.
honest.
That's not part of my flight experience, though. I don't
Right.
want that.
Caelan, you should eat one of my meatballs and then start clapping because you thought you were going to die, but instead you had a wonderful experience.
the Aspen airport is ridiculous to fucking land in. And when that pilot makes that fucking landing, you clap. That we had to fly out there
Right.
for X Games a bunch of fucking times, and it's like short runway,
Yeah.
very little fucking clearance. The guys just got to essentially fucking drop into it, and we're landing, and it's
Right.
like, what the fuck? Dude?
So again, it's
That's
the
a
relief, sweet relief from your near-death experience. That's why you're clapping.
yes.
Now, I would argue, I'd like to know for any listeners out there, you think the pilots do it for the applause? You think the pilots are like, didn't get any clapping this time? Was it me? Yeah. Did I miss a button?
You know, I think there was a period when that happened, like when people were clapping a lot, and then when the clapping kind of died off.
When the clapping died, so did their soul.
We lost a lot of pilots.
Yeah.
They quit the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this,
calling.
man?
Yeah, it's not for them anymore.
They only do big dramatic sighs in Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Whew. Well, I'm not even just saying like, oh shit, we were gonna die. People would clap on planes when we would land, just to say thank you to the pilot, and the people working.
I think their paycheck says thank you.
I was gonna say they also all stand at the front of the plane, and you get to personally say, "Hey, thanks," because they're saying thanks to you, thanks for flying, and you go, "Hey, thanks, great job, guys."
Yeah,
it's weird. I'm usually the most cantankerous of the group, but I don't share the passion that Dawson and Matt have here. I don't care really. Like, I'm always caught off guard when someone claps on just a smooth run-of-the-mill flight, which does happen. I never join in, but like, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, it's not screwing me up. I mean, if they were to wait until we were at like the gate and then the seatbelt sign came off and then everyone started clapping, I'd be really pissed because at that point, let's get the fuck out of here. But when we're still rolling, I don't give a shit.
I think maybe also, I'm just a really enthusiastic clapper and applauder. Like, doing the golf clap doesn't work for me. If I'm going to clap for somebody, I am whooping and hollering. I'm going to bark. Whooping. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that in the past, that's been frowned upon to do publicly. So maybe I've just hurt, and that's why I haven't
a couple of, You get a few of those, yes. Otto!
Matt's on the no-fly list from barking at the end of flights.
I see that. Matt is a very enthusiastic clapper. I've seen him at the cruises waving that towel over his head when on the last dinners and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's very into it. What about movies? Do you clap at the end of movies?
Sometimes.
Do you remember which ones you've clapped at most recently?
Well, I haven't been to the movies in a really long time, so
maybe The Dark Knight. Clap at the end of Dark Knight.
Probably got that. Definitely.
Why would you clap?
Applause.
It's not like they can hear you, Matt.
I feel like,
but again, you're being swept away by an artistic performance. That's what I'm saying. You're allowed to do it.
You are not flown through the air at 550 miles per hour during the. Well, some movies you are. Well, why don't you clap at the end of the airplane movies?
Now, there you go. That's the first fucking good argument I've heard all day. I should be applauding when I finish my movie by myself on the airplane.
That would be weird.
That would be. Like, whoa, Ford and Ferrari, holy shit.
Well, do you do it if you're watching over some kid's shoulder that's 2 aisles in front of you? Like, he gets to the end of Hustlers or whatever, and you're like,
yes, you just start shaking the seat. Come on, kid.
Yeah, man. We did it.
I don't know.
I do judge people by what they're watching on their movies too.
Oh, trust me. As a guy who has watched Hustlers on the plane, I worry about people like you.
I do hardcore judgment.
I know you. I do too. I do too.
I saw a dude watching a rom-com of some like.
What's wrong with that?
Whatever. But it was like obviously one of those movies that you see the trailer for, you see the commercial for, like we're not watching this or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just immediately think, pussy.
Dude, I mean,
probably don't have any dip.
I don't.
Probably doesn't have any dip.
But I do. It does. I do take that into account when choosing my movie. What are other people going to see me watching? Because I don't want to have to deal with any onlookers right now wondering why I'm watching Love Actually for the 15th time today. So,
but see, that only goes in one direction for me because I'm probably not going to pick a rom-com because I don't want to be judged for that. But I'll pick an awful disaster movie that I don't think is good, and I won't worry about.
I don't
people
mind that
just thinking
either.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, usually I'll be on my laptop editing like a podcast or something, and I'll just have like Die Hard with captions on. Yeah.
And I mean, that's like if you were watching a Fast and Furious movie, it's like it's okay. You're on a fucking plane. What else are you gonna do?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
but
where
if
you want to
choose to watch Love Actually. I'm going to judge you hard.
Have you seen Love Actually, Dawson?
No, I
then you
haven't.
can't talk or judge because it is a work of art. It's wonderful.
A movie. It's a movie.
And I'll clap at the end of it.
All right, buddy.
I'll clap at the end of it. All right. Well, anyway,
Maybe
just
one
want to
day
take
we
if
can
anybody
watch it together and hold hands.
If you want to, if that's how I get you to watch Love Actually, count me in.
Cool.
If
I'll do the popcorn trick.
What's the popcorn trick, Dawson?
You'll see.
Caelan, do you know what the popcorn trick is?
I don't. I would love
Caelan
for
doesn't know
Dawson
what
to
the
explain
popcorn
it.
trick is. Please explain it to Caelan.
Caelan will have to look it up on the internet.
What do you
Caelan.
toss a piece of popcorn up and catch it with your mouth?
Oh,
Caelan, turn off safe search.
You want to know what the popcorn trick is, Caelan? I do know what it is.
Oh, what is it?
Stick in a box.
Yeah.
What?
You take a bucket of popcorn or a box of popcorn, you cut a hole into it.
It's the same thing as the pizza delivery gag.
You fill
Exactly.
the guys that do this supposedly.
Okay.
You put your wiener into the hole
No one
the
does
popcorn
that.
box, so your wiener's now covered in butter and kernels, and and then you're like to the girl next to you, hey,
And that's why nobody does this.
have some popcorn.
This is such an urban legend.
And then
I
the
don't know
girl's
if
just
this
like
ever fucking
eating
happened.
popcorn, and then it's like, oh my god, what is this thing? And it's their wiener.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way Chris explained it was excruciating.
I try. Anyway, let's get into some listener comments.
Thank you, please, for the love of God.
Unless you want more about well, first, if anybody listening works in the airline industry, I'd like to know what you think about clapping on planes from your perspective. Just curious if you guys appreciate it, if you find
I'd be
it
curious too. I think
annoying.
we have a couple of flight attendants who listen to this show.
That'd be cool.
And anyone who works in the movie theater industry, I do not want to hear from you.
About popcorn trick?
Correct.
All right, here we go.
It's time for listener
All right, and once again, this is listener and regiment mail coming from our
Sounds so
Facebook
much better.
group.
It sounds great. I have no problem.
Facebook.com/group/Boboiboy Army Worldwide LLC. Let's kick it off with a food poll. Joe Urbanek, he put up a poll. Just wanted to get your take on these 3 breakfast foods: French toast, waffles, pancakes.
Yeah.
Now, I'll give you guys the scores here. French toast is in the lead, 56. Waffles at 30. Pancakes with 12 votes. Gary, how say you?
French toast is fine if it's prepared well. It's very good. I would never pick it over a waffle, and I would probably.
Nothing can stop the
I would probably usually pick it third over pancakes as well, because it's not breakfast food; it's breakfast dessert food.
Oh, all right. Caelan, I know you have a lot of thoughts on this.
I don't like any of them. So, I don't know. I guess I'll just go with waffle because I used to eat Eggos all the time.
Yeah, okay, then that counts.
Yeah, well, I don't anymore. I grew out of my sugar phase, so
Waffles, but the
Blow up.
plain waffle's great. There's no sugar in a plain waffle, is
I
there?
don't think
No,
I've
but
ever
there's a
had
lot of
plain
carbs.
waffle.
Yeah.
It's a breakfast food glow
Yeah.
up.
All right. I like it. Caelan going up from all angles. Matt, what about you?
I
Mr.
feel like
Shea?
the fans have it exactly right. That's the order that
Oh.
I'd put it in. I do agree with Gary, though. Waffles are amazing. I'm actually shocked there are as many people voting for pancake. I feel like the waffle and the French toast should be a little bit more neck and neck, but that is the order I would put it in. That's my win play show.
How about Dawson?
All 3 of them are the desserts of breakfast, like Gary said.
Yes, true.
If I go to Denny's or Lenny's, I'll order the big lumberjack slam, and I'll tell them, don't give me the pancakes until I finish my breakfast. And I like the order. I eat pancakes more than either of those. I would go French toast. If it's done right, it's fucking delectable. You can't beat French toast.
Yeah.
So I'll go that on top, but I go pancakes next, man. And do yourself a flavor. Cook an over medium egg and put it in between your pancakes. So fucking good.
Sounds damn good.
Wow.
Does sound delicious.
It adds that nice richness to it, too.
Chris, how say you?
I'm going to go with Gary here, waffles number 1. Just because it's such a clean, it's crisp, it's consistent. French toast, there's too much range.
Yep.
But I love a waffle. If a waffle's ever put in front of me, I am so happy. Next, I'm going to go pancakes only because there are moments in my life, there are times I'm sitting down for breakfast or a late night meal or whatever, and nothing sounds better than a pancake. So I will order it. So there's sometimes I have like some crazy pancake cravings. And then, yeah, I love French toast, but I'll put that last just because waffles and pancakes first for me. So I know it's not the popular opinion, but
Oh, I'm all right with it.
yeah, I appreciate it. So thanks, Joe, for that.
All 3 are great.
Yeah, they really are. It's really a win-win-win.
The waffles, it's just so well designed, though, to hold that syrup and butter.
Yeah, they're a lot more delicate than you think, too. Just the you get the crisp outside with the soft inside.
I will say the pancake is the most dependably good no matter where you get it from. There's a good amount of range in waffles, too. From
Right.
an Eggo
But I
to
don't
like
mind.
a
I don't
Belgian-
mind Eggos.
I don't mind
Yeah.
either.
How do you guys feel about crepes?
You keep it with your charcuterie.
I'm okay with crepes.
Crepes are good.
Although, but I don't get them as much because Jen hates Nutella, and for some reason, Nutella and crepes just go hand in hand.
That's definitely a major reason why people like crepes in the U.S.
Yeah. All right, let's see. So thanks, Joe, for that poll. Leslie Hoffbauer, she put up a picture. I think it was a meme, but there was somewhere in the world, unless this is photoshopped, is a claw machine filled with White Claws. A White claw machine.
That did not look like a Photoshop. That looked like a real picture.
I've seen that before. I think it exists.
Well, we appreciate that, and if anybody knows where that is,
I want one.
Have them hit
We
us
should
up.
get one here at the shop.
If they could send one here, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty nice.
And refill it every month.
Kathy buys you. I'm just saying. Just saying.
It might be more than an undisclosed amount, but we'll see. Christopher Logan, he writes, my next haircut is for sure going to be scissors only, and I'm going to see how it goes. Hopefully, I'll end up looking more like an adult. Woof woof. And we talked about this, I think, on a Patreon show. How for guys, scissors only haircuts are the way to go. Don't get the clippers too involved, unless you're just maybe cleaning. But for most of your hair, get scissors only. It looks more natural. I know it's a little bit more pain in the ass. Tip your barber, your stylist a little bit more. It's worth it, and you'll be happy with it.
And don't call him a stylist in public or on a podcast.
I have found, Chris, though, that if you're going to the same guy over and over again, if you like the sides and like the back a little short, once you get the guy comfortable with like, all right, that was a good haircut, I like the way this looks, you can be a little bit more lenient with letting him use the trimmers.
Yeah.
Because they kind of know where to stop, and then they go
to make it look. It's just a
scissors.
look you're going for.
Yeah, exactly.
Dawson, what else do we call them other than stylist?
Barbers.
What?
Barbers. Yeah, you said it. You said
Always a barber?
Hair cutter.
Hair
Even
cutter.
hairdresser.
Hairdresser.
I'll go with that.
All right.
Stylist.
No.
It just sounds pretentious.
It's not like sandwich artist. I think it's like an actual, like you could say.
I don't know, man. I can get on board with sandwich artist.
I call him. That's good. That's a
know?
good one. Sandwich
I mean,
artist.
considering that it is the greatest food.
Yeah. And weirdly, Matt claps at the end of the
After a
subway.
haircut?
At the end of the subway line for the sandwich
that
artist.
too.
Yeah, it's just such great artistry.
It is.
Yep.
that they do. Let's see. Tom Ace. Caelan, you're gonna like this poll here. Best nap.
Best what?
Best nap.
Oh, okay.
And you get choice between
What is best snap?
Yeah.
oh no, best nap. And this is the running right now. Couch is winning at 57. Couch nap.
Solid.
Recliner nap at 29. Bed nap also at 29. Hammock 5. Cat nap 2.
See, but that's
Puppy nap.
Fuck's a cat nap?
Puppy nap 2. And then just start getting weird after that.
How about work nap? That one's not on there.
No, it shouldn't be, but you could have added
nap.
that in.
That's Galen's favorite.
So
kind.
Tom wants to know best kind of nap. Caelan, you seem like you should know the answer.
He's definitely
to
the
this.
foremost nap expert here.
Yeah, what's going
doubt.
on?
They have it right in that the couch nap is definitely number one.
Why?
There's something about, a nap that's just kind of more organic on a couch. You just kind of drift away on a couch, especially a very comfortable couch. And when you go with the bed nap, it's very easy to go way too long.
Yes.
A couch nap will wake you up at the right time, so you're not oversleeping. That being said, bed nap definitely needs to be over a recliner nap. Because a bed nap is great, don't get me wrong, but you do risk the chance of sleeping for way too long.
Right. So it's just as comfortable, and you might even be too comfortable because you have the pillow and the blanket there. All right. How long do you nap for, Caelan, when you do a couch nap?
Couch nap will go about 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
I tried to do a 20-minute nap. It's tough, man.
It
It is not easy to wake up from a 20-minute nap. Gary, you a napper?
not often, but I tend to agree with the rankings as they have them there. The couch nap is the move.
Yes.
I feel like a recliner nap might be in an okay position there, depending on how nice the recliner is. Like, you need a really comfortable one.
Yeah.
But the bed nap is absolutely the move if you're looking for, like, if you legitimately need the rest or, like, aren't feeling well.
Yeah.
Like, if you're sick, like, the bed nap. But it'll go a lot longer.
Yeah, couch naps are great. What about you, Matt? You a napper?
Definitely not. The only times I've napped is certainly in recent memory has been, as Gary just mentioned, like if you're a little sick, I've had to do like a bed nap just to kind of sleep away part of the afternoon to try to feel better, although I don't even really consider that a nap. The only time I've ever committed to saying I'm going to take a nap is when we've been on the cruise ships, when we're done with the Corolla show at, let's say, 5 o'clock or something, and then dinner's at 7 o'clock, I will take a 20-minute power nap to just attempt to recharge the batteries so we can party all night. But
So that's like a pregame nap.
yeah, but that's really the only example I can think of. During
about
a
this?
typical day, I never would.
I'm sure you haven't tossed this. I wonder why you haven't tossed this one in, but the hot tub nap is pretty nice. Have you done
Until
that?
you drown.
Dangerous.
You drown.
That's dangerous.
I never have, but in my mind I was thinking the lounge nap, like whether you're poolside or beachside.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
the chair,
that
the
seems
lounge
like a pretty
chair.
primo place to nap.
Well, I think that's up there with hammock. A hammock nap is super nice if you can do it right.
Hammock nap is so hard to pull off, though, unless
Yeah.
you live somewhere where you have like a bunch of property where you have one permanently. I think Matt's onto something with the vacation nap, which is whether that's hotel room, poolside, on the beach. Like vacation's a great time to nap because
Yeah.
I'm with Matt. I very rarely just nap for napping's sake.
Yeah,
I'm either
same.
sick or
Too much stuff going on.
I had
Yeah.
a long morning doing something with a kiddo or something. It's not a normal thing.
What about you, Dawson? I don't take you for a nap guy.
I'm not a nap guy, but I've had many camping naps in a hammock and nothing.
Oh, he's a hammock guy.
Camp hammock.
But the last nap I took, and I'm going to burst all your bubbles here because fucking recliner, straight to the fucking top.
Wow.
At my parents' house, they got their two recliners, mom's chair and dad's chair. And I was home over Christmas, and for a football Sunday, we had great football snacks. And sure enough, second half of the late game, I'm out after the first half. We eat in between games, and then just a ton of food, and then that just food coma crash, and you set that recliner back. You got football in the background, but you get hypnotized by it and you sleep.
But you
It's
can't.
good.
Good
I find
feeling.
It's
recliner
good.
nap. You can only sleep on your back. You
That's
can't
the problem.
go. You
I'm a
can't go
side and
side.
stomach
You can't go. You can't go stomach.
But in the right,
Yeah, you're
but in the
gonna lie
right
on your back,
recliner, it's more comfortable.
It just
to
puts
lay
you
on
to
your back.
sleep.
I would never lay on my back in my bed, like almost never. I'm a side sleeper for sure. But in a nice recliner,
good
at
recliner
that
is
right
the key.
angle,
yeah, just
Back is no
perfect.
problem.
Everything's supported.
But do sleep on the hammock nap. Try that.
Yeah, do sleep on the hammock nap. and I will say I'll go with couch too. I love a good couch nap. It's foreign enough to feel different but comfortable, and yeah. I
See,
enjoy
for
it.
me, couch naps, if I'm sitting in the couch and I'm just exhausted and I'm watching something and I just fall asleep, it's never more than fucking 6 minutes of what the fuck's going on.
Oh yeah.
So it's like if you're purposely going to the couch for a nap and you lay down, I can get behind the couch nap. But otherwise, if you're just sitting in the couch and you just fall, it hit you.
Yeah.
That shit sucks, man.
Well,
That was great.
yeah. Caelan, as a guy who wanted to put work nap on here, I think you should be under couch nap just because whenever you sleep at work, it's on a couch.
That's a good point. I have slept in your sleeping bag one time on the floor.
wasn't that overnight though?
That and I've taken a couple naps
Yeah.
on there too.
I keep my sleeping bag here. All right, Raymond Beltran Sr. He had a question. I think Gary and Dawson would be good to weigh in on this too, and Caelan and Matt too, to an extent. Question to the Watercooler gang: I'm looking to start a podcast. Would love a rundown of some of the equipment that you guys use or need. I can only find Dawson's YouTube video of the Rode microphone, which we did many years ago. I remember some device that was like a small pack of smokes that Dawson also recommended.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
It's a mixer face.
and my budget's around $1,000. Is that enough? Thanks, Woof Woof.
Yes,
Yeah, that's totally enough. That's more than enough.
Yeah.
You can get a really nice setup with that.
Yeah. So what should he be getting, guys?
It should be getting the Roadcaster, first of all. It's got 4 channels.
Will that run you like
it's like 600.
Yep, I agree.
And then
completely.
get a Rode Broadcaster microphone.
times however many people you're going to have.
Well,
Right.
these
Or
are
the
like-
Procaster.
These are like
cheaper.
$300 though. These
Yeah,
Rode
but
broadcasters.
between 2 and 3, if you go for the Procaster, it's like 200.
Well, the thing is, I'm trying to get
It's
them.
still good.
If you want a cheaper solution, look, you can get mics of any from. You can mix and match brands if you want, but I've found in my limited testing that the Rode Pod mic is fine for a basic audio, verbally based podcast. Those are only like $99 a piece.
Right, but that's only single channel.
True.
Yeah.
But
So if you
you
just
want
want to do a
Fox and
podcast and
NBC.
talk to yourself, yeah, but most people want at least another microphone. Centrance, the company that I do work with as well, has a new podcast interface, and it is about the size of a pack of cigarettes. I forget what it's called, but go to centrance.com, CENTRANCE. And it's got this new one has a phone jack with mix minus, so you can plug in your phone. It also has an SD card slot, a mini SD card slot with a record button. So all you need is this pack of cigarettes, and it's 2 channels. But for the versatility and the dollar, I would go for the Roadcaster first.
I agree. Get the Roadcaster. You could probably just get some SM58s or Rode M1s or something like that. Just handheld mics are like $100 each, and then you'll still have enough to join our Patreon. All right.
and give them
Tear up.
Ryan Singh, he just wrote Flat Gang, and he's talking about flat wings. So
right.
there you go.
Nice.
Danny Feynman, he wrote, "It's Pho Friday," and he's everything that starts with the letter F, he's spelling with a PH. It's Pho Friday down here in South Florida, and I posted a picture of himself eating some pho. So go and check that out online. And a couple more. Kevin,
That's good stuff.
it's
Yeah,
great
dude.
stuff. Look,
It was a beautiful looking picture too. I saw it.
yeah, it's definitely check the comments out.
Comments are good.
Kevin McCarthy, he wrote, first of all, he's mad. Kevin McCarthy's upset because in the Patreon episode, we did lobster bisque versus Chopino. Kevin's response. First of all, there is zero reason lobster bisque won. Second of all, I'm probably going to take down the fundraiser for lunch for the boys. I don't know how long it'll last.
Put those 2 sentences back to back. I
Yeah.
took that as a threat.
I don't know how long it will take. Once I cancel it, I'm going to wait a day or two just to see what happens. If I do take it down, I'm going to buy one of those shirts and stickers for the water cooler. I'd rather support the guy that makes them instead of these monsters who voted against Chopino.
Well, you can still support me and Chris, right?
But he says, but if you give, obviously we will buy them lunch. And Rob Collier responds, by the way, Chopino is a stew, not a soup, so it shouldn't have been in there.
True,
in
it
the
is.
first place.
It's a sea stew.
Whatever. I'm still mad about
Sea stew.
lobster bisque beating Chopino. Scott McKay writes, okay, everyone, are you a basic bro with a fat back wallet, or do you have a side pocket wallet like myself? And yeah, we talked about how fat our wallets are, but where do you guys keep them when you're walking around? I'm a side guy.
What's a side?
Front.
I put front pocket. I put
Front
my
pocket, yeah.
I put my wallet in the front pocket.
Me too.
You do,
Yeah.
Matt?
Back, baby.
You're a back
I'm a
pocket guy.
traditionalist.
What do your pockets usually entail? You got a back pocket wallet.
Yep.
What else?
Nothing else in the back pocket.
Well, no. What when you do your pants pat?
Oh, what else is in my pockets
Yeah.
normally? I gotta have my cell phone.
What
and
pocket?
Typically I don't know. I overthink it. Whenever it's in one pocket, I always go, "Why did I put it in this pocket?"
Wow, you're an insane person. You don't have a standard pocket for your cell phone?
I can't. I guess my left pocket would be my instinct,
Okay.
but I could very well be the right. I haven't really thought that hard about it. Oftentimes my AirPods, and then I guess my car keys if I'm like out and about.
Yeah.
If I've been with my car. That would be
Okay.
it.
How do your car keys in a pocket?
Yeah.
As well.
Yep.
So back pocket
I just
wallet.
described what was in my pockets.
Okay. But I want to know where though.
Yeah, which pocket?
Left is phone. Front is presumably
Probably
AirPods.
put the keys
Pick a
in
pocket.
whatever opposite pocket the phone's in because I don't want the keys to scratch the phone.
Oh, yeah, of course. See that's thinking right there.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Kaylin, where do you keep your
We're going to
wallets?
go in the round on this one, too.
We're just gonna go
All
wallets.
right.
We're going
Sweet.
wallets.
I'm excited.
Front pockets,
See, this is good stuff.
wallet, phone, keys, and used to be AirPods until I lost them.
Oh, Kaylin lost his
I
AirPods.
lost my AirPods.
Still haven't found him yet. You
And
tried to find my iPhone thing?
I did, yeah, but it didn't work.
Didn't register.
Yeah, it didn't register.
They don't really.
I got
It doesn't really
like-
work though for AirPods. I just was hoping it would for you.
But I don't have like a set pocket for each one. I just
Gary's
my
looking
phone could
at you
be
like
in
you're
my left
nuts.
or my right. It
What
doesn't
is this
matter. I don't know.
insanity?
Whatever hand the phone is in, that's probably what pocket it's going in at the time.
Yeah.
See, mine is I keep my my wallet in my right pocket. Keys, I have that hook that I put on my belt loop into my back pocket. Phone, I keep in my back pocket
That's so risky.
unless I'm
That's
sitting.
weird.
And then wallet in my left pocket there too. So I keep everything front pocket. Nothing. I don't like anything in my back pockets except for my phone
and your keys.
Well, I guess keys were hanging though. They're dangling.
They're not in your pockets. So I don't even know why you brought it up.
Well, they're connected to my pants.
I'm just fucking.
And then Caelan's wallet will go in my back left pocket every once in a while.
Nice.
Gary, why do you have such strong feelings about this?
No, just for years, I don't know. Part of the check is you know what goes in each pocket. So you hit each pocket, and if the thing is there, then it's there.
Yeah.
We previously talked about the fact that I just started carrying the little Apple wallet, so it all goes in my front left pocket with my phone. But it used to be
cool.
Keys and wallet in the front right, phone in the front left.
I really hope there's not a high population of muggers who listen to this podcast because we have just given away
it is
too much information.
It is true that my keys will actually go in whatever pocket my phone isn't in.
Yeah,
of course.
You got to think about that. Sure, that makes sense.
I think that's everyone.
Okay, Dawson. Now it's time, the moment we've all been waiting for. Dawson's pocket check.
Here we go. Right front pocket, wallet.
Yeah.
Right rear pocket, phone.
Oh, see, that's what. Look at us.
Because you use your right hand to get those two important things.
Yeah.
And smokes, left front pocket.
Smoke.
Lighter, left front pocket.
Smokes and lighter in the same pocket.
Chillum pipe, left front pocket.
That's a crack pipe for people.
Weed, right front pocket.
Easy. See, there you go.
Good to go.
By the way, Mike, I found a
Keys dangle off a carabiner.
When I was you cannot let say that.
Yeah.
When
Jesus.
I was packing for Florida, Mike Dawson, and
We don't need to go into it, Dawson.
Don't worry about it, Dawson. It was
Continue
a
on.
stupid joke. Just let it go.
All right.
I was like, I need a Rode M1 microphone, and I saw one in the phone screen. I'm like, Emmy, let me get that Rode and that mic because I just want to bring an extra one just for backup. He's like, he hands it to me, and I walk. I'm about to put it in the Pelican case, and I look underneath, and it's missing the XLRs in the bottom. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. There's no XLR pins in the bottom of this microphone, which is how you hook up the microphone. And then I remembered, why does this not have an XLR pin? Oh, this is Dawson's smuggling microphone.
That's not.
It's not.
No.
Are you? Oh, wait, what?
No, because all I had to do to make the smuggling microphone is unscrew the top of the microphone. You got to leave the XLR pins in. It's got to still look like a microphone.
This microphone,
Yeah,
Caelan,
Chris,
grab the microphone
that'd be a
in there.
tell if you don't have the XLR at the bottom. You need the guy at
You just
custom.
rip out
to be
all
able
the
to look at
guts
both.
on
Guys,
the top.
there's a famous documentary that covered this, and it's called Jurassic Park. And you may recall a scene where he smuggles things out of a shaving cream can.
Barbasol.
Yes.
The Barbasol has to be able to do the foam thing, otherwise they know it's a fake. You see, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I love it. That's become a meme now. I like that.
It's a great one.
I don't know where Caelan went, but we'll get.
Yeah, but no, that's
you ask-
and I have my weed smuggling microphone at home.
Yeah. Well, Caelan. So that's the microphone.
Wave to the camera, Caelan.
It's missing. It's missing the XLR pins.
Okay, no pins, but here's all you do
Okay.
to do the fucking weed smuggling. This is mine.
There's weed. There was weed in it. That's why I was saying it's your smuggling microphone. I wasn't about the pins. I unscrewed it, and there was weed in the microphone, which is why I said it's your smuggling microphone.
Yeah, I'm going to take this. I'm going to replace the bottom pin. The pin is not supposed to be out of there.
This could be my favorite moment that's ever happened on this show.
That was pretty good. Well, all apologies, but I didn't build it like this.
Okay.
we
must
should
have been-
just
that must have been-
I would not
better.
travel with this one. I would.
Great.
I have to cannibalize another XLR male pin
Yeah.
and fucking stick it in there and glue it.
And remove this video and podcast episode immediately.
And that was listener comments. Thank you everybody for writing.
That was,
So was this what you guys were telling secrets about in the parking lot?
Nope.
Nope, haven't
We have
gotten there
secrets?
yet.
We will get there.
Oh, okay. Why don't we get there?
Me and Matt
Sure.
had no idea what that was.
I want to get there. What
Great.
secrets are you talking about?
I don't know. We'll start up some segments. Maybe we'll find out.
That's pretty funny, man.
Okay, why don't we do some Shape on the Light? All right, here we go.
Oh, no.
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
What's on the menu?
Well, we are once again going to the Super Bowl. Brought to you by the High Society for Hot Spoon Food, headquartered in San Francisco, also known, a.k.a. HSF. And I'm glad you guys brought this up because just before the show started, the society got together with the law firm of Gary Ghost and Gary Ghost.
Oh, wow.
And we will be issuing a cease and desist letter against 2 members of the Watercooler.
Oh.
For referring in the Patreon episode to the Super Bowl, and I quote, basic broth bitch bracket. Some other quotes, you gotta be kidding me, was spoken 3 times. I cannot stand this. And the one I found most hurtful, Dawson, quote, terrible. So these slanderous accusations will no longer stand. We will be filing a libel lawsuit.
Gary
for,
goes,
Well, that's fine. We're still owed due
denigrating
process. We're still owed due process.
Gary goes, this
That's
was during
fine.
the Patreon episode. I thought we were free to speak however we wanted about
That's
the Super
true.
Bowl.
We had habeas brobus.
Unfortunately for you guys, the Patreon episode is the paid episode, so civil liability still applies. You're not under criminal investigation, but you may be monetarily fined.
Harsh but fair. Harsh but fair.
No, I disagree. I immediately protest to the HSF.
Overruled.
We'll see you guys in court, but until that date, we can proceed here as long as everyone's okay with it. We are trying to determine who will be in the finals, and we do have 2 final contenders from the Miss Soup Lanius category. And I should point out that even though Chipino was eliminated, that was also Miss Soup Lanius. So I feel like
so mad. Now I'm
the
mad
stew
again.
soup thing, it belonged. It was allowed to be in this bracket.
Sure.
So let's,
Well, the thing that
That's okay.
the way it gets in there is it's not a gravy.
Sure. That's fair
It's
enough.
a broth with seafood.
But again, as I mentioned in our last show, 2 of the 4 finalists are from the Miss Soup Lanius category. Let's figure it out right now, which is going to the finals. We've got French Onion versus the Dark Knight of Soups. Loaded baked potato.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, this is tough.
This is terrible.
Really, really tough. Excuse me, sir. And I quote, terrible?
Already
Mark
spoke
this
about
down,
that.
Gary Ghost.
More charges are coming.
So stupid.
No, Gary. Dawson, stop it.
Dawson, just for that, you're going to get to go first here. French Onion versus Loaded Baked Potato going into the finals.
All right. I would love to go first, and I will tell you this: that first of all, neither of these soups belong in the final 4. I just want to state that. For the record. Secondly, I am really fucking sick of that stupid goddamn French fucking opera song where some dickbag drives his car with a fishbowl on top of it so he can save on his fucking insurance.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck everything French. Loaded baked potato.
Very strongly stated.
Respect all friends.
Yes, oui.
I've just heard it's now been updated to Freedom Onion Soup.
Oh, okay. God, this is tough.
What do you think, Chris?
I'm thinking about both soups. I'm thinking about what I've ordered more. I'm going French onion, man. I love it. I love French onion soup. It's fantastic. It looks like it's kind of difficult to prepare, and it always hits the spot. French onion for me. Sorry, Doss.
All right, we got 1-1 here.
This round means nothing to me. This contest died a long time ago.
Yeah, with pho. I know.
At a certain point, you're just going to seal your own fate here. Gary, go ahead.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me because loaded baked potato is absolutely delicious. French onion is exotic and is not something that every restaurant can do. You've got to have that right kind of oven for it. Loaded baked potato has nothing but things that I like and a lot of it, but French onion will always win.
Ooh.
All right, 2 against 1. Caelan.
I like them both, obviously. French onion is great. I only ever really see it in the restaurant. And the loaded baked potato, I feel like, is a more kind of homely, more, just kind of comfort,
You get out of a can.
Homely? That's all that soup.
Homely.
Yeah, exactly. It's comfort.
It is homely.
It's it's just comfort.
Plump.
And
I know what he meant.
Curvy.
I prefer the wholesome.
Thick.
I mean, it's a double bagger, but
Oh, Jesus.
So, Caelan, in conclusion,
I prefer the wholesome over the fancy. I'm going loaded baked potatoes.
wow. Split down the middle.
You
Oh
always
my
do that.
God.
I'm never going to believe what you say at the top.
I love it. Well, to make this decision,
It's gonna be tough for Matt. Is it the homely soup or is it the French soup?
well, it's been brought up on this show a couple times, talking about whether or not something has to be in soup form versus solid form. And this is a perfect example because the loaded baked potato tastes incredible as a loaded baked potato or as a soup. The French onion really only tastes great in soup form. I don't want to eat just a French onion.
Get the hell out of here with this.
So, in conclusion, I feel like loaded baked potato.
Gary goes,
I'll
"Mark
take
this."
the potato. I don't need the soup. But
No
French
jury
onion,
will convict us.
I'm going for the French onion soup.
Oh, my God.
French onion going to the finals.
All right, I'll take it.
And that's what's on the menu.
Yeah. I was so mad, Matt.
And Dawson, you
Last
and Chris
week-
are just really asking for it.
That's good stuff.
Last
good stuff.
week, we were trying to figure out where we wanted to go for lunch, and nobody really wanted to go anywhere. So Matt suggested his favorite Mexican restaurant, Paquito Mas. Can't pull up that G chat I had with making fun. I was so mad because I got it and I was like, "What the hell is this? It's awful."
You don't like Paquito Mas?
I am not a Paquito Mas guy
Wow, I didn't
at all
realize that.
now.
Now, you were before?
I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll try it. I'll have it. It's fine. But I just, and I remember
Because
just,
of this conversation.
I was, and maybe it's because I was still mad about the lobster bisque thing too. But I was chatting with Caelan how much I hated that we got Paquito Mas.
Wow.
Yeah, because Caelan hates it.
Oh, I'm aware that Caelan hates it, but we got it specifically because Caelan wasn't at work
Yeah,
that day.
so Matt looked at it as an opportunity to get Paquito Mas. Do
Yeah.
you like that place?
It's fine. It's not something I would ever suggest, but there are things there I can eat.
They
Yeah.
put lettuce in burritos. I say no.
See, the burrito I get there, the classic burrito, doesn't have lettuce in it. So I don't know. You've mentioned that before, but I don't know which burrito has lettuce in
Then
it.
maybe they fucked up.
Yeah.
They put lettuce in my burrito, and I
might
probably
have.
ordered what you ordered.
Did Ryan order it?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I think a lot of my anger
Because I remember you coming to me and saying, we're going to Paquito Mas, and I go, what do they got? And you go, I get a burrito. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll get a burrito.
And then yours had lettuce in it.
mine
That's
had
so
lettuce in
weird.
You tend to do that, though, Doss. It's a weird move. Someone will come to you and go, we're going on a lunch run to this place. And instead of pulling the menu up on your phone or computer that's right in front of you, you go, what do they got? And then you just take whatever it is.
Yeah, what
that
are
is
they known
answered.
for? What's the best there?
But then I
I
don't think you
trust
get
you guys.
to... Yeah, but you're trusting the restaurant at that point. You're not trusting us.
Yeah, I got shit to do when I get here. I don't feel like going to a menu. And
That's
it's
what's
just
not on the
food.
menu.
There you go.
But I think about it now, and I think a lot of it was just me being upset about the lobster bisque thing. Yeah.
I've tried so many times to go to Paquito Mas. I've never once enjoyed anything from there.
So weird.
I think
It's not
it's
our
fine.
place.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good place.
Oh, well. I remember telling Caelan, I was yelling at him, like, never again. I'm going here. I'm never going here again. And Caelan's like, I know.
Sweet.
He was just so happy.
I do.
that
I hate Paquito Mas.
He didn't order it. All right. Well, anyway, we got what were you guys talking about in the parking lot?
What
What's
was the
going on?
G chat? We were talking about the libel lawsuit.
I don't know.
That's all we were
I think
talking
I was just mad at Caelan, and I was like, how is this in the rotation? I think I said, yeah. What? Like, it feels like I'm eating water. it was very flavorless. Anyway, what are you guys talking about in the parking lot?
The
I
libel
just
lawsuit.
said the libel lawsuit.
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah, that's what it was.
That's good stuff.
But Dawson
good
happened to be
stuff.
standing there, so we were just like muttering about it. Dawson called us out for telling
Yeah.
secrets.
Yeah, well, Dawson was confused by the notary. Yeah, there too. So
Yeah.
it was
Trying
very
to make it
odd.
official.
Yeah, it's all very. This is all official stuff. All right,
I
let's see.
think we all want to know one thing.
Then let's ask.
We all want to know what thing.
What thing?
Your opinion's what we need.
We need.
So Caelan, get on that mic.
That mic and flick the bean.
Oh, Caelan, flick the bean. Respect all women.
Today I will be reviewing the movie Tenet. And
By the way, I'll
I
stop
will
you
be
there.
Very
You made it through
careful.
it? You made it through it?
Very careful with the spoilers.
One of my favorite Dawson tweets ever was he wrote, what did you write?
I just saw Tenet and I don't get it.
But he like made it look like Tenet. It was very good.
Yes, a lot of people have called the movie very confusing. I'll get to that later. My girlfriend's dad got the DVD, but I think it's available for video on demand.
Is your girlfriend's dad stuck in the 1990s?
Yes.
Bro, can I borrow that
nuggets.
DVD? Can I please borrow that?
May I remind you, this is the guy who was like, you should check out Cool Hand Luke to me. And I responded, is it better than The Dark Knight?
It came out in September in theaters. Written and directed by Christopher Nolan. Stars John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Elizabeth Debicki, and Kenneth Branagh. The music is by Ludwig Göransson. Normally, Christopher Nolan uses Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, but Hans Zimmer was booked already doing the new Dune movie.
Oh, which looks awesome, right?
Which looks
Ludwig's-
really awesome.
Yeah.
And he's one of the hottest composers in the game right now. He did
Oh, yeah.
all of Black Panther,
The
and
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He did all of Donald
He just
Glover's
did-
albums.
Oh, you know what he did? He did It's Complicated, I think, with Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
I just
Classic.
watched that.
All right. This movie had
All right.
Pussy.
This movie had
Thank you, Dawson.
a $200 million budget. Kind
my
of surprised
God.
it wasn't more. $363 million box office return worldwide.
Wow.
Disappointing.
Yeah, that is disappointing. 70% critics, 76% audience. Rotten Tomatoes. 2.5 hours long.
Ooh.
And I gotta say, I am so disappointed
Oh.
that I didn't get to see this in the movie theater.
Oh, he's always misleading. Every
Because
time.
this movie is classic, epic Christopher Nolan. Just the huge, camera shots, the music. It's just so epic that not only... So the action sequences are really, really loud. And then sometimes the character's dialogue is a lot quieter. So I also had my infant sleeping right next to the TV. So
Good
as I
place
was-
for her doing a movie.
There was
Yeah,
no other
right by the
place.
speakers.
So as I was watching it, I was having to turn up the volume when they were talking and then turn down the volume when the action scenes were going on, when the music was going. So a little disappointed about my experience watching the movie. I think if I had a movie theater experience, which I recommend to anyone listening to this, if you have the opportunity, if you can't go to the theater, make it as much like a movie theater as you can.
Yeah.
I will say, for those of you who have kids, there are a lot of different solutions for it, but what the answer that you're looking for is headphones. Whether that's
Well,
AirPods.
I was watching it with somebody else.
Yeah, well,
Double AirPods.
Yeah.
One
Double
AirPod
AirPods.
each, baby.
No, now you
I
can
lost
connect
my
two
AirPods.
sets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Just her and AirPods then.
No, I did. I was looking at my gamer headsets. They were just sitting like in front of the TV.
Oh, those
As
would
I was
have been
watching,
sweet.
like, God, I want to put those.
Imagine
on
you
so
could talk to the characters.
Yeah, it's as epic as any one of his movies. It totally feels like a Christopher Nolan movie. Yeah, everyone's saying it's like the most confusing movie that they've ever seen in their lives. Didn't understand any of it, and I didn't. It is confusing, don't get me wrong, but if you just spend an extra 10-15 minutes like thinking about the movie and what happened and going over the scenes, you can like puzzle it together. And I thought it made sense after that, and I kind of liked having to puzzle it together and then figuring it out afterwards. It kind of made me enjoy it a little bit more. I thought it was a little slow getting going. I liked the movie more as it progressed. And it's flickable, and I think the audience has it dead on. 7.6 out of 10.
Wow. All right.
That's by far the most positive review I've ever heard of that movie.
Seriously.
Same. Kaelan, is
That
it?
being
Eternal,
said,
though.
it's my least favorite Christopher Nolan movie.
Well, but that just is how great Christopher Nolan is.
Yes, it does.
The
That means it's
what
the
is
Citizen Kane of Christopher Nolan movies?
what is more confusing? Tenet or Westworld season 2?
I'm going to say Westworld Season 2 just because there's so much more in it. I mean, you're talking about how 8 or 10 episodes, an hour each. There's a lot
Right.
more scenes you got to process through the whole thing. Definitely Westworld Season 2.
All right, yeah, Westworld season 2 is like that's what I could. It's the Dark Knight of confusing movies for me.
Yeah, we need to stop that.
Now, there needs to be something done about the sound versus dialogue.
Again, if
Dynamic.
it was in the movie theater, it would have been perfect.
It's sometimes
would have
it
been
is, but
amazing.
there I do it too. I'm riding the fader on a lot of movies because of, for instance, or when the music kicks in for a movie scene, or like there's a club scene or something, and it just blasts compared to when they're just talking.
And then you throw like a foreign accent in with that dialogue as well. You got to bump it up even higher. Yeah, it was not a great experience.
I'm all for dynamics. I get it. As far as music goes, especially, I love good dynamics. But in movies, I want to be able to hear everything without having to touch my remote. And have everything equally come out. So I don't know if it's the TV companies. I don't know if it's the movie mixers. I don't know what they're doing. But I want everything a little more even. So I think there should be a setting for that. I know there's like a dialogue enhancer in a lot of TVs, which I think ups the mids a little bit, just so you can hear them talking.
It actually works the way I understand it on a panning. It's like a center channel extractor. It boosts the audio that's recorded in the middle.
But yeah,
and a frequency response thing. Yeah. It's right around 2 to 4K.
See, there you go, guys. Some audio knowledge from Mr. Dawson himself. All right, Matt, I know you had something you want to get into. Could we put a pin in it?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, totally.
And why don't we just get our plugs in GTFO? What do you guys say?
Let's do it.
Love it.
All right, I'm going to start off with, once again, the glow-up master, the king, the man of plugs, Caelan Biehn. Where could we go for you?
Oh, don't worry about me.
Gary, you got a plug?
Sure, you can just go to chunknibbles.com, use code WoofWoof15.
Oh.
And big congratulations to Brad and Chunk Nibbles, who were on Home Shopping Network this week.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, woo! Congratulations to
I saw that
Chunk
too. That's
Nibbles.
awesome.
That rules.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
All right, and Chuck Nibbles is definitely a company that we get behind. Matt, what's up with you?
Hey, follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondiler. Also, thanks to everybody who went and supported flourandbranch.com, which was those delicious baked goods.
Oh, man. French toast.
That was really good. And then I'll also say, I think my new Sword and Skill episode's coming out this Sunday.
What?
Yeah.
What log line?
Murder.
Yeah.
Murder. You win?
Saved you a click, Matt.
A quote-unquote godmother loses track of a little girl she's supposed to be in charge of. And
Murder.
Murder ensues. Oh, my God. All right, and that's Sword and Scale possibly this Sunday.
Yep.
Be on the lookout. I'm sure Matt will tweet about it once it gets confirmed. Das, how about you?
Yeah, just thanks for listening to this show. It's fun doing this show with you guys. And I want to throw a plug to a friend of the show, Dave Simmons. You know him as Pixel Fun.
Yeah, Roo.
Dave did the cover art for my new audiobook coming out. It's Kinky Friedman's Greenwich Killing Time. Dave's fucking amazing, dude. I will debut the art on Instagram at Los Angeles so you can see it. The book will be out soon. But Dave can do for you, I believe, the shit that he does for us for the show for, I'm sure, a monetary price, nominal. Yeah. Probably an undisclosed amount of money. Dave and I are very much alike where I'll just sit in the studio and do audio projects all the time because that's what I would do anyway. I'm doing it for free. Dave's a fucking artist.
Yeah.
He's never going to stop doing fucking art. So I'm sure if you wanted to commission him to make something cool of your life, like he began in the Hunger Dome.
That's right. That's how we got to know him.
That was the start.
Well, that just shows you, like, anything.
He's
like
at Pixel Fun. So check him out. Give him a follow. His art is totally fucking worth it. Yeah. And, all the shit he does for us is comedy, but some of the guy's a deep graphic artist.
Whatever.
It's ridiculously good.
Whatever you have in your imagination, he can make it come to life. And you in visual.
It's so stupid. He's so good.
Sometimes horrifyingly so.
Yeah.
I realized, too, that since the Super Bowl started, we've been having a lot of fun with the Foe and the PH, but Pixel Fun, trailblazer with the PH.
Yeah.
Before we even knew that was a thing.
Yeah, so he knew what he was doing since the beginning. So, yes, definitely check out Pixel Fun. And also great photographer, because the Hunger Dome stuff was actually photos of what happened in the Hunger Dome,
right?
Which he was able to get great photos of. But
and if I may say, I think you should sign up for the Patreon show. Patreon.com/Watercooler. Because this week on Shit I Did as a Kid, It's going to be a double shit I did as a kid. Because I was hanging out with Pixel Fun last
Double
night
deuce.
because he's helping me with an album cover.
Oh.
And he said, hey, man, you want to hear a shit I did as a kid? And I'm like, yeah, dude, give it to me. And he told me a great fucking story.
Oh, man.
And it reminded me of a very similar story that's some shit I did as a kid.
Later this
so
week.
that'll be on Wednesday.
Later this week on Patreon. And as for me, yeah, once again, I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen to this show. Comment, send us tweets, comments, Instagrams, whatever, and just show that you appreciate it. I mean, we're glad that we're able to connect with you via this platform, and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Keep that regiment mail coming.
We'll see you at Patreon later this week. We love you. Bye.